And welcome back to America Decides. Democratic governors are preparing for what could come from President-elect Trump's second term. Several of them attended a conference in Los Angeles over the weekend, and they're planning on which fights to pick with Trump and where there could be compromise. Aaron Navarro joins us now. And Aaron, good to see you. I know you were at this conference reporting on it. What were the governors talking about in terms of ways that they could fight back against this incoming administration?
I think the clearest thing that they pointed to was Trump's talk of mass deportations. While governors did say if they had federal assistance to help with undocumented migrants that have violent offenses or are convicted criminals, they would welcome that. They think his broader plan to deport all undocumented immigrants, they would fight back against that. I was talking to New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham, of course, a border state. She talked about how she wouldn't allow her state police to comply, wouldn't permit licenses for detention buildings for anyone that's found to be held, and wouldn't give private information to the federal government, saying that it is unconstitutional with state and the U.S. Constitution. But as they talked about ways that they would fight back against Trump, they were cognizant of not seeming too much like a full-on resistance. They did invite some areas to find compromise with him.
Yeah, I'm curious what that would be, because they're also governors of states. I mean, there are going to have to be ways that they work with this administration, whether they like it or not. Did you see any areas of compromise? And
they admit that they're still waiting to see what comes down the road with this, next Trump term. There was talk of reducing personal costs financially, so anything in regards to the economy, they would take a look at working with Trump on, though they are a bit weary of potential tariffs. I know Laura Kelly, the governor from Kansas, talked about reducing, or at least looking at federal agencies and the size of them. That, of course, is something that Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy have been looking at, though she said she maybe questions if they should be the ones leading that effort.
And that's interesting, too, because Kelly and others are governors of red states, even though they're Democrats. When you look to conferences like these and gatherings like these, you're kind of always wondering who among them might emerge as potentially candidates in 2028. I know that's so far from now, but I'm wondering from your reporting what you've gathered about, whether there are any kinds of, leaders that might come from the Democratic governors, and also, what their prescriptions were for what happened.
I got the sense that they're still dissecting what happened in 2024. Just from talking to governors and also strategists and lobbyists that were there, they do look to the 2025 elections in New Jersey and Virginia, the over 30 governor elections in 2026 as a way to help build the party, maybe add or flip states, add people to kind of the leaders of the Democratic Party. But certainly, just from talking to people, not necessarily the governors who wouldn't necessarily touch this, but people at the conference, there are lanes that the 2028 candidate can have. One that was really the big opposer to Trump, one that found compromise. So that's going to be something that will impact how these governors act in the next 4 years.
Yeah, kind of look at those dividing lines within the party. Aaron Navarro, thank you very much. Good to see you.